Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, his brother Malachi. Just now waking up. All praises to the Most High. And pretty much, I'm going to keep this short and simple and brief. I had a dream. I had a dream about martial law. Okay, and that's written in the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 28. How the Most High was going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh, and the young men shall dream dreams, prophesy and see visions. So I had a dream about martial law. A lot of people don't know about martial law. Okay, and that's when the military, the UN, the government is going to basically turn on the people. You're going to have troops out here killing people, killing men, women, and children, putting them in Fema camps. Okay, when you check out Walmart spelled backwards is marked law. So the Walmart facilities are going to be used as Fema camps during the time of martial law. Okay, so throughout my dream, basically I was at a mall. I was at a mall with my rib. You know, we was shopping and whatnot, whatever the case may be, whatever we was doing. I just know we was at a mall. All right. So all of a sudden, everybody started running. Like, everybody started running out the mall. I'm like, man, why they running? You know, like, and then I seen some troops come down the mall. The troops was marching down the mall. Everybody was running. People was getting shot. These troops just started going crazy, man. They did not follow no protocol of protect and serve. No, it was kill everything that you see and lock everything up, man. Everything that resists, kill. Everything that apply, lock up, comply, lock up, and throw them in the Fema camp. And I'm going to hit y'all with something. The mall turned into a Fema camp, man. The mall was a Fema camp. That's all the mall was, man. The layout of it was a straight up Fema camp. You had people trying to run out the door, but they had it to where this mall was set up in a way of military, man. So people was trying to get out the door, but you had different troops basically surrounding the mall, and the way it was orchestrated, it was just like a military setup. And I was just like, man, wow. So I'm telling you, man, these troops came in, and for some reason I didn't run. You know, I didn't run at first. Me and my rib didn't run. We stayed, you know, which was a little weird. We stayed. We didn't run. So the troops, they didn't really beat us up or nothing like that at first. But then it's Salaki, I'm just trying to remember it piece by piece. We was hiding in the corner, so they didn't see us, but we was hiding in the corner. Then all of a sudden the troops seen us, and my girlfriend, she got up. My rib, she got up, and they shot her. Boom. You know, and the crazy thing about it, I didn't panic. I didn't go crazy. I just was like, man, Most High, please deliver us. Please get us out of this situation. Please help us, man. During these times, cause you know, it's one thing to prophesy about it and talk about martial law, but it's another thing to experience it. This dream was not nothing to play with. It was real. Okay, martial law is coming. Fema camps are here. I can't say Fema camps are coming because they already here. I can't say concentration camps coming because they already here. It's going to get real detrimental out here, and I want to get a few precepts to back that up. Okay, go to it. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go to Jeremiah 30:7 first. Man, this dream was scary, man. For real. This wasn't no... Oh, you think martial law just a light thing? That's just... No, man. These troops were actually killing regular people. People in the mall. They didn't care if you was a elderly man or elderly woman or a baby or a child. They was killing everyone. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the days that we are approaching are the days of Jacob's trouble, right? When they're going to cut off financial aid, benefits, all our people that's complacent in Jacob, in Israel, the so-called white man is going to start amping it up. And ultimately, it's the power of the Most High judging our people. But this Jacob's trouble is going to be all out detrimental and all out hell for our people. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. All right? The judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. And I'm going to hit y'all with something. You had Jakes in that mall. You had heathens. They all was being consumed, man. But for some reason, the spirit in that dream was solely on our people. I don't know. I would just think about our people. Because it totally caught us off guard, man. All the jakes that was in the mall was thrown off. They was caught off guard like, oh my, what's going on? Bugging out, running, getting shot down. Because that's the time of Jacob's trouble. Now, 1 Peter 4:17. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them be that obey not the gospel of Yahweh or of God? So judgment is going to begin at the church, the congregation. So you Israelite brothers in this truth, we got to be walking very, very circumspect, spiritual, holy, and righteous in these last days, man. Whatever sin that you have, man, you got to kill it, man. Honestly, it's not no time to be slipping up and making petty mistakes and going back into the world. Whatever is weak, you got to strengthen it, because judgment is going to begin at the congregation. It's going to begin at the church. They're going to label us a terrorist group, ISIS. They already putting up viewer discretion is advised on our videos, man. They already labeling us as hate speech, taking down a lot of our videos, taking down brothers' channels, taking down numerous amounts of brothers teaching the word, taking down their pages. So they're going to label us as a hate group. They're going to say we rape children. They're going to say we rape women and we hate women. They're going to demonize us badly. You're going to have your family turning on you. You with them Israelites? Yeah, this okay. This what y'all do? Y'all raping women? You're going to have your family doing that, man. Hey, they're going to have you up there on the TV. They're going to twist your words up, make you look like you said something that you didn't. But you know what? The hell with these devils, man. They're going to persecute us, but the hell with them. If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? Who? So judgment is going to begin at this house. Let me get that right quick in Romans. Persecution is coming, y'all. It's the book of Romans chapter 3 and verse 31. What shall we say then? Say to these things, If God be for us, who can be against us? Right? So if the Most High on our side, who can be against us? Who gonna separate us from the love of the Most High? Okay. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? It is God that justifieth. Who is he that condemned? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again. Who is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us? Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, Jacob's trouble, martial law, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh our Lord. Now that's a lot being said right there. So nothing is going to be able to separate us from the Most High. So we're going to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, Israel. We're going to endure to the end like the scriptures say. Because martial law is coming. Persecution is coming. They will demonize us in the media. And you got to be on your watch. Like I said, me and my reel was at the mall. But when I seen these troops, I knew what time it was. I knew it was the time of martial law. And even with us knowing, it's still going to shock you, man. I'm telling you, man, it's still going to shock you. You're going to be like, bro, dang, already? And that's when they're going to kill your family. They might kill your wife. They might kill you. They might kill your children. A lot of loved ones going to be lost in this time, Israel. Understand that. But understand this, what Hamashiach Yahweh say, you're going to gain 100-fold in the kingdom. All right? So, I'm going to just touch on another. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. The word insurrection means trouble. Jacob's trouble. Yaqub's distress. So it's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Who fear the Lord? The Lord's elect. The men, us teaching his word. The sisters, supporting the men that's teaching his word. Even our children fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right, you're going to have martial law and military troops coming in like a flood. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Okay? So that's what's coming on the earth. Tribulation, distress, martial law, FEMA camps, famine, pestilence. All this stuff is coming on the earth, and it's mainly coming to our people, man. Because we are the Most High's chosen. The judgment going to begin at the house of the Lord first. Okay? So it's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? And let me look up that scripture to say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. I know it's in Isaiah. Okay, Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. when the enemy shall come in like a flood. So how's the enemy going to come in like a flood? That's when everybody going to fit the name of the Most High. When the enemy going to come in like a flood. Now, how's the enemy coming in like a flood? Because you got to understand, like, when you see the FBI, the CIA, whatever the case, all these ESOL top military and elite police forces, when they coming to get the prey or the person, the so-called criminal, you see them knocking the door. It's like a whole procedure. They checking downstairs, they checking upstairs, so they everywhere in the house within a minute, within the matter of a minute, they everywhere over the house, searching everything, flipping beds, they doing it all. So that's how the enemy is gonna come in like a flood, because when the flood come, the water is everywhere in the house. Okay, so the Most High is comparing the water to these people, the military, martial law, Fema. The enemy is gonna come in like a flood. The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Right, and that's during the time that the Most High is going to give power unto his men to be able to endure these last days. It's an actual spirit that's going to come upon us to be able to endure these times. So martial law is coming, y'all. The race war is already heating up. They're going to demonize us in the media. Let me get one more precept. I'm going to get Acts chapter 4, verse 26. The kings of the earth stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against the Lord and against his anointed. Right? So the kings and all the rulers of the earth, they're going to stand up against us. They're going to persecute us in the media. We're going to be brought before kings and governors for the name of the Most High. They're going to ask us to denounce Yahweh Shai. And we're going to tell them hell no. Because we ain't denouncing Yahweh Shai. We ain't denouncing the Most High. The Most High and Yahweh Shai got us through everything. The hell with these devils, man. The hell with these devils, man. We're going to go through this tribulation. We're going to go through this poverty. We've been going through it for the last 400, 500 years, man. What's more? What's more? So they're going to stand up, taking crafty counsels, persecute us in the media. It is what it is. So now, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now, who is the devil? The so-called white man. He's going to throw us into prison, these Fema camps, and he's going to try us, and we're going to have tribulation. 10 days. Now, 10 is just representing completion and emphasis. So it's going to be a complete or innumerable amount of days, man. You could be in the Fema camp for a week. You could be in the Fema camp for 2 years. You could be in the Fema camp for 5 years, man. Starving, suffering. But the Lord said, be faithful unto death. Meaning what? They trying to tell you to eat pork like how they did in slavery. You got to say, hell no, I ain't eating no pork. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, rebuke thee, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's how you got going, these devils in that day, man. And it's easier said than done. I'm not trying to make it seem like you're going to be the super brew in that day. No, man. We got to pray for this. We got to, because we don't know if we're going to have this type of faith in that day. You're going to have brothers forgetting everything about the Lord. You're going to have brothers eating pork in that day. You're going to have brothers getting down with the New World Order. You're going to have brothers taking microchips, man. This thing is serious. I'm talking about mighty brothers in the truth. This ain't no game. Esau's gonna come with another spirit, man, that y'all jakes have not seen. I have not seen the spirit that's Esau gonna come in. He gonna be like a real devil in that day. He's a real devil now, but he's gonna be an authentic and distinctive devil in that day, man. He's gonna be a harsh devil, a cruel devil. Like the scriptures say in Isaiah, roughly paraphrasing, and the Egyptians will I give into the hands of a cruel Lord. Okay? So this is happening on the earth, man. I'm gonna get that right quick. And I'm gonna wrap this video up because I didn't want to make it too long. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Now, who is that fierce king that's going to rule over these Egyptians? We are in the land of Egypt right now, which represents the land of the Israelites' captivity. The Most High is going to give this land over into who? The elitists, man. These elitists, it's going to be another spirit on these elitists, these Rothschilds, to be utter devils on the earth, man. They're going to be killing all Jake's wholesale. Through the time of martial law, through the time of Jacob's trouble and affliction. All right? Like Daniel 12:1 say, it shall be a time like never before on the earth. It say Michael the archangel gonna be able to, he gonna stand up for the children of Israel in that day. It's gonna be so much hell with tribulation. You're gonna have the captain of the host of the angels. He's gonna actually fight for us because it's gonna be so much hell. Right? So, yo, I had a dream about martial law. This video was longer than I expected, man. It's crazy, man. It's coming, y'all. We gotta repent, keep these commandments, and have the faith, man. For real, the faith is important. Because if you don't have faith, you're not gonna make it in that day. You know, you could have been keeping all the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, the commandments not grievous like the Lord said. It's not hard not to eat pork, brothers. Come on now. It's not hard not to sleep with another man's wife. Come on now. We just making it hard, man. It's not hard to do these things. But that faith, seeing, actually believing something that you don't see physically, that's power, man. So have the faith, Israel. Martial law, Fema camps, the Rothschilds, the elitists, Donald Trump, the hidden government, they gonna turn on you, Jakes. Go check out that movie Purge. And with that, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and I'm gonna say Shalom.